All right, everybody, welcome to day 17. Day 16, we had a day off. So we're up doing some more commercial cleaning. So we're doing a preventative clean. So as you can see, these roofs were cleaned 2 years ago. So I'll just show you this. So these roofs were cleaned 2 years ago. So we're basically up here just spraying a light 1% mix just to start killing all this growth along here. It's all coming down on the valley there, just hanging on there. So basically just gonna get up here, just spray right across the whole roof. We won't need much. This is basically, there's a little capping, two little capping tiles over there that are a bit black. This whole roof's gonna take me about half an hour to clean. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the concrete, is just spray a preventative treatment. So probably a 2% mix with heavy soap down on the concrete, and we're just gonna let it sit. So this is an ongoing contract. This is a new one that we won, where we're coming in and just doing preventive cleaning rather than trying to let it die and clean, because they know how bad the roof is. So just one that we get the contract for about 2 to 3 years. They just want to see how it goes, which will just keep the roof clean, but eventually they're going to have to paint the roof and keep doing the same process, because I said to them, once they paint the roof, then they're going to definitely have to keep on top of it, because once it's painted, the paint will keep that moisture onto the roof. While it's porous like it is, it dries out fairly fast. So as you can see, you see these tiles here, and then the moisture is kept within that tile there. So once this grows more and more, it'll just grow like that, then the moisture just holds onto the tile. At the moment, while the tile's dry, these are just, they dry out a lot quicker. But once you get the moisture down here, it starts spreading out, and then it starts growing and growing and growing. So we had a light shower of rain this morning, and the gutters are pretty dry already. So we're gonna get up here, just go and do a quick spray across this roof, and then we'll film a bit down on the ground, and then we're gonna move on to a larger commercial job that I quoted earlier a week before, that we pushed in, because we were meant to be doing the 7th, 8th, that's smack bang in the school holidays, so they wanted it outside the school holidays. So it was either do it this week or do it after I come back from overseas. So they requested to do it before the school holidays to get rid of all the green and stuff like that. So going to be working on and off that job for the next few days, because we don't have a solid block to do that job, because we've got to do the buildings and the concrete at the same time. So what we'll do is we'll do a building, and then we'll do a bit of the concrete on that area, and then we'll do the building and a bit of concrete until we get to the back side of the complex on Thursday to finish off the remaining part of it. That way we can kind of move the truck around the complex at the same time and make the noise in different areas, because it is residents and rentals there as well. So yeah, we're just going to get stuck into this one and get everything done. We got our ladder grip up here, so that's all locked in place. This ladder ain't moving. Our little lock jaw, they're great little things, these. If you haven't got one, get one. They lock this ladder in place, and this ladder won't move, just in case we nick it with the hose or something like that, especially being 2 levels up. You just don't want that unsafety factor. So we just come down. I'll just stop this. Alright, so what we're doing here is just laying down the treatment. Just going nice and slow, trying to get it. This is pretty heavy soap. We're getting all foamed up because of the way it's coming out. just keep working over. So we're just going through the whole driveway, just soaking it all up. We're not trying to put too much down on the edge because of the soap. We want to try and cling it up to the top there. So we are going through and hitting these little roofs, so we've got to come back and rinse the gutters off in a second. So I'm just trying to lay down the concrete so I can start soaking in before I get back to water. And those gutters are in the shade, so not too bad. And it's only 1% chlorine that we're using. So just do around those bins, switch the bins around. It is a preventative treatment, so it is priced accordingly to what we're doing. That way we can lock it in for 3 years. Get a price for 3 years, pretty easy. But today's society, you almost don't want to lock it in for 3 years because your cost could double next year. But anyway, we'll tackle that when it happens. Keep agitating that edge. Hose up. So get this one finished. We'll get some water on these gutters real quick, and you can see what we're doing here slowly coming up through. It's a nice easy one. This is a nice easy one, the first one. The second one we'll get onto that one in a minute. We'll show you that one. Alright, so let's just do a rundown. You guys would have seen this job on the quoting day on the challenge. We're coming in here to price this job. So there's a 3-story complex. Can't remember how many units here, but it's quite a few. There's a lot of balconies on the back, on the front here. We just go up and down on these balconies. A lot of these balconies here we just spray. Some have got doors and stuff open, so we just go around it. So we're mainly after, we do all the concrete here every single year. We're just done across the front. We've done all the pool area. We're just coming into this area here. You know, we clean up that there. We go down there, clean up all that. And then we've got to jump on those balconies. Those side there, we should be able to get that all from the ground. Probably tomorrow or Thursday. Park the truck in. All this wall down here we'll have to get from up here. So pressure wash it, and then we post wash. And then at the back here is all the stairwells. So all the stairwells there, clean all the slab edges, all the bottoms of the rails. Don't want to put too much water near the doors. They're mainly after all the green and all the black coming off the building. Not so bad around here, but around the back it gets pretty green. And up in here, just gets pretty green, so we just bomb that out with chlorine. You can see where they've been striping it down there. So they try and clean every 6 months, but we only come in every 12 months. But it just grows like crazy. So this surface cleaning, a bit of concrete. So I'm doing downstreaming. I'm using one hose to do chemical wash on the building, and doing all the concrete as I move around the building. So that way I don't have to drag the hose back into an area. I'm there, I'm finished, and then I moved on. So I'll clean all the concrete right around here, then we'll jump the balconies across there, do this wall here. Already done those balconies there and around the front there. And then what we'll be doing is pushing more back towards the truck. So the truck is right out the back there. Just see it out the back there. 10 times zoom. Alright. So we've got all the hose out here. So just push. I expect this job to take over 2 days. So we're only part day today. We've got the ocean next door. Ocean out the We do quite a few high rises around there, down there, First Avenue. We do quite a few concrete areas and stuff for the high rises and around the pools and whatnot. There's a complex across the road here we quoted last year. So we quoted this one for an ongoing clean every single year. It's got those crazy shade sails up in there. So quite a complex job, that one there. That one there quoted 2 trucks, 3 guys, one going across the balconies, because that one there will have to get access to the top 2 floors and then throw a rope down. So somebody will have to be taking towels with them to go in and out of the doors, clean up before you go in and out. So that's a quite detailed job. That one there I quoted about 4 days. So that kind of gives you an idea of the price on that one. It's not cheap, but that's what happens when you get to that 4th and 5th level on a complex. Like that one there, I wouldn't touch that one. That's all abseil. That's not me. It's a little bit out of my price range. But anyway, we're going to jump onto this one. We'll get a bit more out the back and we'll go from there. So we've got a fair bit done on that job today. So we'll be back in here tomorrow. We'll have a quick walk around on the backside and everything we've got to do there. So hoping if I can chuck a big effort at it tomorrow, which I did today. I did a lot of the balconies. I've got 4 balconies left to do tomorrow. We should just knock this on the head because the backside is just staircases and broad walls. So broad walls are pretty easy to do. Basically just downstream them, come back and rinse them. Everything out there. Yeah, we're going to drive out of here and go home. Catch us later.